and take a ride with me. Welcome to my podcast. Call Wrestling Pedigree. It's the Rotz Report. Wrestling Pedigree.
It's amazing how all our shows got the best music. Welcome everybody to a brand new episode of the Rotz Report. I'm your host, Matty. Along with me, I have Lewis Joshua and Christopher Rotz. What a weekend we're going to have. Welcome, guys, to the show. Lewis.
Yeah, I can't wait to get into it. And I can't wait for our predictions for Saturday night's main event. I can't wait to hear everybody else who tunes in to hear their predictions. And yeah, I appreciate you boys having me on.
No worries, good to have you. I want to, obviously, we have the best thing that hates Justin as much as the Scorpion does, and that is Christopher Ross. How are you, sir?
I am doing well. I'm looking forward on talking to you fine gentlemen about wrestling, and you brought up about Justin. Justin, how did it feel to lose to me in the flag match at Survivor Series War Games? It felt wonderful. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed the show, and say yeah to NoDQ.com.
Oh, dear. I mean, it's a crazy couple of weeks in MWL prediction where you defeated Juicy Justin in a flag match where you picked up the LA Lakers. And unfortunately, this weekend, the Scorpion gets his title match for the pure title this weekend. So we might see a new champion on this show, but in next week. Let's start off with champions. NXT Deadline was this past Saturday. A tremendous pay-per-view. I really enjoyed every single match. Rox, what is your take from the show?
What's my take on NXT Deadline? It was a great show. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. The opening match, Ricky Saints, Obafemi. I'm shocked that they put the title back on Obafemi. I think it was the right decision to put the title right back on him. I thought he was going to go to the main roster if he was just going to lose, but putting the title back on him is the right decision. I feel he's going to not keep the champion that long. I feel he's only going to keep the title maybe up until maybe Stand and Deliver comes around and then go to the main roster. So Oba gained the win. Happy for him. The Women's Iron Survivor Challenge. I am shocked that a rookie, Kendall Gray, shocked the world and won the Iron Survivor. I had Jordan Grace winning the Iron Survivor. Originally, I picked Lola Vice, but I just said, let me just go with Jordan Grace. And I thought they were going to crown Jordan Grace NXT Women's Champion in 2026, but is not her time just yet. Kendall Gray, she shocked the world. Is she going to shock the world by defeating JC Jane at NXT New Year's Evil on Tuesday, January 6th? I think she's going to come up short. She's going to have a good showing. I think JC Jane is retaining at New Year's Evil. Ethan Page retained the NXT North American Championship. That was giving. There's no need to take the title off of Ethan Page just yet. Izzy Dame gained the win over Tatum Paxley. That was a given. Izzy Dame turned her back on Tatum Paxley at NXT Gold Rush. And I just feel Izzy Dame and Tatum Paxley, this feud is not going to be over just yet. I do feel Tatum Paxley is going to go find a couple of buddies to team up against to go after the calling in a 6-person tag match. And I've been saying this for a long time. I think Vince and Dutch of the Righteous should be the tag team to help Tatum Paxley against the calling. I know Vince and Dutch, they showed up at TNA Final Resolution. So I feel they signed with TNA. I feel they could come over to help Tatum Paxley. And then the main event, the Iron Survivor, I had Joe Hendry because I believe in Joe Hendry every single day. So, and personally with Javon Evans gaining the win, I'm happy for him. He deserves this. He's the young OG. We'll talk more about what went on with NXT this past week, but happy with Javon. And that was just my take on NXT. And also right after the show, we saw the return of Tony D'Angelo. He came back in a new look. I feel this new look of Tony D'Angelo is going to work in NXT. The character he had before with the dawn of NXT, I just didn't care about it as much. But with this new character of Tony D is going to go absolutely crazy. And I do expect Tony D'Angelo to get the NXT North American Championship. And I feel he is the guy to defeat Ethan Page for the championship. So that's my take on NXT Deadline.
I thought NXT Deadline was a really, really good show. From start to beginning, each match was a banger. I really enjoyed the women's deadline more than the men's. The men's was crazy with like 5 seconds to go, but it was really, really good. Tony D coming back looking like the Kraken, Craven. I mean, it's gonna be a great storyline for him to come back. Lewis, what is your take on NXT Deadline?
Here we go. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
There's no noise, is there?
No.
No. Cool. Yeah, so my take from NXT Deadline, if I had to choose a favorite match of the night, it was the NXT title between Obafemi and Ricky Saints. That match could have gone either way, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to take my hat off to both competitors. That was a heck of a match. Like I said, it could have gone either way. Both men willing to put their bodies on the line as well. Unbelievable match. That was great. Real good match. And then obviously, correct me if I'm wrong, Javon Evans won the men's Iron Survival Challenge. That was good. But I've got to take my hat off to the ladies. Their Iron Survival Challenge was out of this world. It was non-stop action all the way through that. And congratulations to Kendall Gray on winning that challenge. That was brilliant. And then obviously my other highlight was I really enjoyed the return of Tony D'Angelo after 5 months of being out. But that was my take on NXT. I thought that was a real good event, to be fair. I really enjoyed it.
Absolutely. I think Tony D coming back meets the men's World Championship rankings, and it's going to be really, really good. I think I cannot wait. I think Javon Evans will probably go up to the main roster. I think Ross said it before in previous episodes. Javon Evans is a future main roster guy. It's not about if, it's just about when. So that was Deadline. Let's get into some. Well, let's get into NXT. I watched it. It wasn't the best episode. Ross, what was your take from NXT?
My take on NXT, it was an R-right NXT. They did what I got out of it was the JC Jane, Kendall Gray promo. Those two, I feel they're gonna put on a possibly a great match at NXT New Year's Evil. And either way, if Kendall Gray does come up short, then it's going to be a learning thing for her to see what she can do, what she's not going to do. I feel Kendall Gray is going to be the future of WWE. If Kendall Gray loses the NXT Women's Championship match, is not the end of the road for her. I feel she could win another championship, and I feel she could be the person to dethrone Blake Moreau as NXT North American Championship. What else I got out of NXT was definitely the main event for the NXT Championship. Obafemi, Javon Evans. That was a great match. Javon Evans came up short. Ricky Saints turned heel after the match. Where do I see this going to? I just feel in a way I could see a triple threat feud happening with Ricky Saints, Obafemi, and Javon Evans. And I do think Javon Evans will be NXT champion someday. And I think someday it's going to be at NXT Stand and Deliver. I think Stand and Deliver will be Javon Evans' moment. And the young OG will become the youngest NXT champion at Stand and Deliver. So those are my takes on NXT this week.
I totally agree with you, Ross. I think Stand and Deliver will be the place. I honestly believe that is the right call, and I cannot wait for that. The build-ups get really good. I totally agree on that. Lewis, have you did you catch NXT?
I haven't at the moment, but I'll be sure to check out the highlights later on.
Absolutely. And life gets in the way, man. We all know it. Let's switch gears and go on to a crazy AEW Dynamite last night. Crazy show. You had the Elite former backup. You had a crazy match between Speedball Mike and Carl Fletcher. And we had new inaugural women's tag team champions in the Babes of Wrath, Hardy Cameron and Willow Nightingale. Best people to win it. I'm so happy for them. This AEW Dynamite was really good. I cannot wait for next week, as it's in Manchester, UK. So whenever they have a great show in the UK, it always makes me feel happy. I mean, they're in Cardiff in about 2 days' time. What's your take, Lewis? Did you watch AEW? Well, you better watch AEW in Cardiff on Saturday. Yeah, sir. Ross, what is your take on AEW last night?
I'm going to tell you, I feel AEW was great last night. I feel like with every winner is coming, they put on a special show for everybody, and it was enjoyable last night. The Babes of Wrath becoming the AEW Women's Tag Team Champions. I did not expect them to win it. I thought they were going to put the toes on Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa. I did pick them to win the tag team champions, but when I saw Babes of Wrath says, oh my God, they went with a complete shocker. And I do feel down the road, Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa, they will become the AEW Women's Tag Team Champions. So no guaranteed about that. Match of the night had to been Speedball Mike Bailey and Kyle Fletcher. that was match of the night. I was on the edge of my seat, and I just says, when is this match is going to end? It was an enjoyable match. Speedball Mike Bailey got the win, and those two are both in the Gold League in the Continental Classic. So they put on a banger of a match. And I am going to say this. I really do feel that the Continental Classic, the two winners are going to be, I think Okada is going to win his league. And in the other league, I'm going to say Konosuke Tatesta. I feel those two are going to go on to the finals at AEW War's End to compete for the unified champion. And I'm going to tell you this, Konosuke Tatesta will dethrone Okada at AEW War's End to become the AEW Unified Championship. So that's where I'm seeing it go. Samoa Joe retained the AEW World Championship. Caps off to him. And I did saw last night that Samoa Joe did put the STF on Eddie Kingston, and he did a salute to the greatest of all time, John Cena. Samoa Joe retained. It was a given. Eddie Kingston came up short, but I do feel that there's going to be bigger plans for Eddie Kingston in 2026 because I do feel Eddie Kingston is going to be a world champion in the near future. So Eddie Kingston will be a world champion. And Swerve Strickland, Hangman Adam Page, that was a great match with Josh Alexander and who was his partner? No, it was the Ops, not Josh Alexander. Yeah. That was a great match. Swerve and Hangman, they deserve the win, but I feel one of them, they're going to go off and challenge for the AEW World Champion at War's End.
Absolutely. Who did you pick in the prediction league? Was it Timeless Storm, or was it like that team, or was it the Babes of Wrath?
I picked Tony Storm and Mina Shirakawa.
All right. Lewis, who did you pick? Can you remember? Knowing you probably did Timeless Storm. Knowing you probably would have you did Timeless Storm.
I think I may have done.
Yeah. So I did fill out because I ran out of time. But I would have done Babes of Wrath just because of the momentum they did. It was a really, really great. I'm looking forward to what they do next week in the UK. However, whatever they do in the UK is going to get taken over by a particular someone retiring. I don't know if you guys listened to his YouTube interview he had. It's phenomenal. Highly recommended his interview with the I think it's like ESPN guy, but also with CVV, Andrew Reagan. Phenomenal interviews he's had this past week. Highly recommended on YouTube. However, let's get into it. We're going for Saturday night main event in 2 days' time. John Cena's last ever match. Before we get on to John, we're going to do the predictions, seeing as the prediction league is the deadline's over, so we could say what we predicted or what we think may happen. So, where do you know? What's your take, Rotz, on Jesse the Body Ventura returning?
What I'm going to say about Jesse the Body Ventura, he better just be on his best behavior on Saturday. He better just stick to the action and not go off topic. So, and is he going to be doing a match on Saturday?
I know he's going to do a match on Saturday. It's not going to be John Cena's match. but he is going to do a match on Saturday.
Well, if he's going to do a match on Saturday, I expect him to be on the commentary for Cody Rhodes and Oba Femi.
That's what I'm thinking.
On Saturday. So I'm going to say that. And also, we're going to get Stephanie McMahon being a co-host for the Saturday night's main event with Joe Tessitore on Saturday. And then also Lillian Garcia, she's going to be doing the ring announcing on Saturday night's main event for John Cena's last match. So Saturday is looking to be a fantastic show. I'm going to give the overall show, and it's going to be a 10 out of 10. It's going to be great.
You see in the future, ladies and gentlemen.
It's going to be great. And what Triple H said, they got some surprises up their sleeves on Saturday. So we're just going to have to wait and see what all happens on Saturday at Saturday night's main event, streaming on Peacock at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific in the United States. And if you guys are in the UK, what time will it start for you guys for Saturday night's main event?
1 o'clock in the morning on YouTube. Literally, that is what Lewis and me will be doing. Keeping our eyes open. However, I like what you guys have it on the NBC. When it's on Peacock, there won't be as much adverts. So we'll be quite all right with that. Unless you have premium on YouTube, which you're fine with.
And it's streaming on Peacock. So with us, it's going to be straight through. There's just going to be there's not going to be no commercials at all. So it'll be just what you saw at NXT Deadline. It's going to be happening with Saturday night's main event.
Absolutely. What's your take on Jesse the Body Ventura returning? I do a bit of commentary. I agree with Rotz. It's going to be the Cody match, but what's your take?
Yeah, and also I'm agreeing with Rotz on his behavior as well. He needs to stop being such a gimp. Because all of this is going to get him into a lot of trouble before long.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm kind of like mixed in between who I think he'll commentate. I've just got a feeling it'll be the Cena and Gunther match. I don't know why. But if it's not the Cena and Gunther match, then 100% it'll be Obafemi and Rhodes.
You think he might do the Cena?
I think so.
That'll be a train wreck. That will be a train wreck if he did that. Let's get into the predictions then. One by one. Let's start the first match. Cody Rhodes, the undisputed WWE champion, even though I don't know what it says undisputed. Versus Oma Femi, the NXT champion. Rotz, who we got for this one?
Who I got for Cody and Oba, it's going to be a banger of a match. I'm going to go out of the limit. I'm going to say Oba Femi wins on Saturday by shenanigans by the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre. I think Drew McIntyre is going to cost Cody Rhodes the match. And if WWE is reportedly planning another Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre match down the road, they need to do this on Saturday with Drew McIntyre costing Cody the match and giving Oba Femi, the future of WWE, the win on Saturday. So I got Oba Femi for the win.
Oh, Mr. Joshua, what have you got?
I'm gonna go down a different route. I'm gonna say Cody beats him, but because I think this is going to be such a good matchup, I think Cody Rhodes will be like real tired and real hurt, because I think Oba Femi has got it in him to proper hurt his opponents, which he has, which we all know he has, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So I think Cody beats him, but then as Cody goes to get back up from out of nowhere, Drew McIntyre comes down, claymores him, and then, like hits him or something with like a chair or something like that, and makes Cody Rhodes bleed. And then I think this leads on to another main event, but for the WWE title between Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre.
I agree with you on Drew McIntyre thing. I think Alma Family will win due to the fact that Drew McIntyre will come out, claymore Cody, and then Alma Family gets the win. But so we're all right in one way or another. But I think that will happen because they want to build up to the first SmackDown of the year. Second match, I love this match: Bayley versus Saruka. What a match this is! What a weekend Bayley's had. Lewis, what is your pick? And there he is with a cheeky smile.
Oh, this is a tough match to call.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Is there disqualifications in this match, or is it a no DQ?
No, it's a plain singles match.
Yeah. Is it Sol Ruka? That's her name?
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me Sol Ruka, but by DQ.
Ooh. So someone's going to attack Saruka.
Mm.
I wonder who that is. The bird from Australia? Could be Zara. It could be Zara. Rotz.
I'm going to say Saruka takes the win over Bayley, because if you want to establish Saruka in WWE, give her a big win over Bayley, and Saruka is going to be in the prime position to have a success in WWE. And I'm going to take this a step further. I feel down the road, I'm going to say this, I think Saruka is going to defeat JC Jane for the NXT Women's Championship, and Saruka takes the NXT Championship. And you can also do the Saruka Zarya thing. Zarya could turn heel, and Zarya could challenge Saruka for the NXT Women's Champion. Or I would be shocked if WWE would do Saruka turns heel. So we don't know. I would love for them to go with Saruka to turn heel, because it will be a fresh new thing for her. But I think Zarya is going to be the one to turn heel. So I got Saruka on Saturday.
So I agree with both of you. Saruka will win. I'm kind of with Lewis on the part where it might be a DQ, because I think Zara will cost her the match-ish by attacking her. I think we will see that heel change on Saturday for sure. Next match. Javon Evans and Leon Slater. Apparently, it's not saying on here, but there's heavy rumors that it's for the tag titles. But Javon Evans and Leon Slater versus AJ, Michael AJ Lee, but it's AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. Ross, who have you got for this one?
Well, the thing is this: if they announce it tomorrow that it's for the tag team championships, then okay. If not, I'm going to still say this is going to be match of the night. It's going to be match of the night. And this is the match I'm looking forward to, is AJ Styles, Dragon Lee versus Leon Slater and Javon Evans. And I'm going to say this. Earlier this year, AJ Styles went to TNA Slammiversary, and he did pass the torch to Leon Slater. I feel in a way, long-term storytelling, we were going to get AJ Styles and Leon Slater in some sort of a match to close out 2025. And look, we're going to get it on Saturday. And I'm going to say this, Leon Slater is going to have the TNA X Division Championship with him on Saturday. So the TNA X Division champion will make history this Saturday at Saturday night's main event. But in my eyes, I'm going to go and say AJ Styles and Dragon Lee for the win.
Wow. I agree with you on that one. I definitely agree on you on that one. Lewis.
Yeah, again, in my opinion, I agree with you, Rotzy. This is going to be the match of the night. You've got 4 high-flying, maneuverable, athletic men like AJ Styles, Dragon Lee, Javon Evans, and Leon Slater going toe-to-toe. I think this is going to be a very close match. A very close match. But I think Leon Slater and Dragon Lee are outside the ring fighting, and then something puts Javon Evans off, and then AJ Styles from out of nowhere, phenomenal forearm, 1, 2, 3, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee win the match.
Wow. He's already calling in it. He's already calling the spots.
Hey, if that happens, then Joshua, you might be Booker of the Year.
I swear if that happens, he needs to do the lottery on his.
Come on, right?
On the Tuesday.
Usually with tag team matches, do you know what I mean? It does usually happen.
I mean, that finisher they have, the AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, their finisher, when he bounces the opponent off the ropes and landing into a Styles Clash. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love that. John Cena versus Gunther. Before I let Ross go on, I hope it's like Sting and they let John win, but I don't think they will. I think Gunther will win. He'll be like Goldberg over again, but I think this match will be 50 times better than his match with Goldberg, and it'll be 1,000% better than Cena versus Brock. So I really hope it is Cena. The heart says Cena, but the brain says Gunther. So before we go on Ross, because I know how much he's looking forward to this match, Joshua, Mr. Lewis Joshua, let's quickly go to you. What's your prediction for this match?
John Cena's last match, and I think he's going to go out with a bang. I think he beats Gunther.
Wow. Yeah.
Gunther tries getting him in that go to sleep spot like he always does with his opponents. And then John Cena elbows him in the stomach, lifts him up on his shoulders. Good night, Irene. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I hope that's true. I really hope that's the finish.
But I also think as well, like speaking of this John Cena and Gunther match, I think this is going to be one of the matches of the night. One of the matches of the night, because I think this is why most of the crowd are there. They want to see the greatest of all time do it one more time. And, you know, where better else to do it than on Saturday night's main event. And all I can say to John Cena is good luck to him. So,
yeah. Mr. Ross.
Triple H and Shawn Michaels, if you're listening to this and you need help booking shows, ask Joshua.
I'm the next Vince, baby.
What, Russo?
But I'm not an asshole.
That got me. I'm sorry. I swear to God, if Triple H and Shawn Michaels are listening to this, my God, they need to get fucking do something.
But
Ross,
with this match, I'm like 50-50 about this, but I'm just going to say it. I feel John Cena always, when he faces the next generation of superstars, he puts them over in a big way. I'm going to say Gunther is going to make John Cena pass out on Saturday. I think Gunther beats John Cena, and Gunther puts John Cena and have Cena ride off into the sunset. But I don't think this is going to be the end of John Cena. I've been torn about this, and I was talking to my brother about this. I have a gut feeling Cena's not retiring on Saturday. I don't think we're going to see Cena retired because we haven't had an explanation on why John Cena sold his soul to the final boss, The Rock. And The Rock has not given an explanation why Cena sold his soul. We never had an explanation. I feel if we're going to get surprises on Saturday, I'm calling it right now. I think The Rock is going to show up after Cena gives his speech and la-di-la-di-da-di. The Rock comes out, and I feel in a way it's going to set up who's the better man. And I'm going to tell you this. Why did WWE decided to go back to Vegas for WrestleMania? And I'm going to tell you why. I think they want a marquee match to sell out Las Vegas, Nevada. And I'm going to tell you this. Vegas, WrestleMania 42, we get the final boss, The Rock versus John Cena one last time at WrestleMania, and John Cena can go off into the sunset at WrestleMania. Why would John Cena want to go off into the sunset on a TV special on Saturday night's main event in Washington, D.C.? Cena should go out on top at WrestleMania on the big stage, and that's how Cena can ride off into the sunset and go out at WrestleMania. So I'm saying Gunther wins after the match. Cena after his speech. The Rock comes out, and we can get Rock, John Cena, WrestleMania 42.
I want that to happen so much. I want that to happen so much. However, Cena said in his recent interviews, it is that really now his body cannot take it. His body cannot take it, and he said it. This is literally the last time now. He's on a 5-year ambassador role after this match, so he will still be around WWE, just not wrestling. However, I really hope that your version works, because people have mentioned CVV, Chris Vanderlei, mentioned this to him about the heel turn. As Cena goes, who cares? And then Logan Paul says on his podcast about Travis Scott and says, well, Travis was an asshole. He didn't like the wrestling, so he fucked off. So it's we won't know until the end of the show, but I really hope it's yours, Chris. However, the brain takes over the heart for this bit, but I really hope Cena gets one more match, especially against The Rock. That'd be a great WrestleMania. So let's get into the John Cena more. Lewis, what is the standout moment of John Cena that you can remember, that you feel, and his best match that you ever watched?
Oh,
There's a lot of moments he's had.
the guy's had a lot of moments. It's really hard. It's really hard for me to decide because he's just been such a legend in the WWE all the way throughout his whole career. He really has. But I can't remember what match it was, but I think it was the 1 year when he beat Brock Lesnar for the title.
Ooh. Did he beat Brock Lesnar for the title?
It could have been Brock Lesnar or it could have been someone else. I don't know.
What year? Do you know what year?
I'll have to Google it quickly. Shiza. Yeah,
I think Cena never defeated Brock for a championship. Cena and Brock always had just one-on-one matches without the championship. I know Cena and Lesnar took on each other back in 2012 at Extreme Rules, and then Cena and Lesnar took on each other in a lopsided SummerSlam 2014 match for the undisputed WWE Championship.
Yeah, do you want to get Rotz's thoughts first, mate? Come back to me on that because I'm just about to look it up now because I don't think it was Brock Lesnar.
Okay, dude. Go on, Ross. Your go.
Well, I'm just going to say this. What I'm going to remember with John Cena is I saw Cena won his first world championship at WrestleMania 21 Goes Hollywood when he defeated JBL, and I saw him won his last world championship this year against the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes as he became Never Seen 17, the last real champion. And I'm going to remember all the moments, all the great memories. He won the Royal Rumble. He won the Rumble twice. He main evented WrestleManias. He took on the greats. He took on Triple H. He took on Randy Orton, Shawn Michaels, Batista, The Undertaker, Brock Lesnar, Kevin Owens, AJ Styles, Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, Seth freaking Rollins. He took on new superstars. Dirty Dominic Mysterio. He defeated the Judgment Day on Monday Night Raw.
Mm-hmm.
He defeated CM Punk. He teamed up with Logan Paul this year to take on Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso at Money in the Bank. Cena won the Elimination Chamber. And the most shocking thing I've ever seen with John Cena is he turned heel. That was the most shocking moments I have ever gonna witness in the history of WWE. And I will be remembering this when it comes to 5 to 10 years from now. I'm gonna say to myself, what are you gonna remember by John Cena? And I'm gonna say, when John Cena turned heel back in 2025, and that night I was wordless. I just didn't know what to say when that show went off the air. I was like in complete stun. I was shocked, but the heel turn, it was an all right heel turn. It wasn't the greatest. I just wish Cena could have just stayed babyface, but when Triple H gave Cena the idea, they ran with it. It sucks that he's going to be retiring on Saturday. If he is retiring, John Cena, I'm wishing you the best of luck in retirement. You're going to be definitely missed in WWE, but you will always be in WWE. You're going to be in a suit and a tie. You're going to get the next superstars ready to go. You're going to get the superstars of today. You're going to get the superstars of tomorrow. And you're going to get ready for the superstars of the future of WWE. You're going to get them ready. You're going to teach them what you have learned throughout your career and also throughout your life as a human, and just being the best to your availability. And John, thank you so much for being a role model to me, my family, my friends. I will always look up to John Cena as a role model. And what John Cena says, never give up. I will not give up on my goals, my achievements, and what I'm going to do in my life. I will keep fighting until I can't fight no more. So, John Cena, thank you so much for an amazing career. And as I've been a fan of you since day one when I got into WWE in 2005, it's been a pleasure. Go enjoy retirement with your family, with your friends, with your wife, and hopefully we'll see you down the road at the Hall of Fame, and you can headline the Hall of Fame, and we can hear your music for another time at a WrestleMania when they induct you into the Hall of Fame, because you absolutely 100% deserve it. Go enjoy retirement, John. You're going to be missed, and we'll see you down the road.
Lovely put, man. Lovely put. I was pretty really, really good, man. That was really brilliant said. Lewis, have you found it, sir?
I found it. Fucking hell, Rotzy. Don't do that to me, man.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, my favorite Cena match of all time was against his fiercest rival and his arch nemesis, as we all know, the Viper, Randy Orton. Breaking Point 2009, an I Quit match for the WWE title. That match was phenomenal. That is the match. That's what I was on about, not Brock Lesnar. How the hell did I get Randy Orton and Brock Lesnar mixed up? Randy Orton's more scarier than what Brock Lesnar is, yeah. But
2009 Randy Orton is, yeah.
But yeah, that was my favorite match of all time from John Cena, because some of the correct me if I'm wrong, but the amount of matches he had with Randy Orton was countless, wasn't it?
Yes.
And every time that those two fought in the ring against each other, you'd never be disappointed. Never. But that was my favorite match of all time. And I just want to say a massive thank you to John Cena, 17-time champion, unbelievable professional wrestler. What he does, what he's done for the WWE, and what he's done outside of the ring, for charities and things like that as well. You just simply cannot hate the guy. He is an unbelievable, wonderful, kind, loving, genuine man. He really, really is. You cannot hate him. So, with that being said, I just want to say, even though his final time will be this Saturday, but I just want to thank you for everything that you've done for the WWE, and you'll always be a legend in all of our eyes. And as Rotzy said, go and enjoy retirement, and take care of yourself. And obviously he's got that ambassador role now for the next 5 years, bringing in the young generational talent into the WWE as well. But other than that, just thank you, John. I salute you. Thank you very much.
Well said, dude. Well said. Tomorrow night, on the Wrestling Pedigree, we have our special episode. Is about John Cena. I'll be joined by numerous guests. We started at 6 p.m. Eastern, which is 11 o'clock British Standard Time. And we'll be talking about his career, his moments, and stuff like that. We'll be live on Facebook and Twitter. And we'll be available. I think the Rotz Report will be coming back next week. I do believe it's probably Monday. I would probably say Monday if Ross is available, because I do think Ross will love to talk about this pay-per-view before, straight after it happens. So with that being said, Ross, where can people find you, sir?
Well, where people can find me at is my Facebook, Christopher Rotz. My Instagram is CMROTZ_1316. Thanking Roman Reigns for giving us 1,316 days as the greatest modern WWE champion of all time. And also my Twitter account is uppercase C, lowercase ROTZ 24. That 24 is for the late, great Kobe Bryant. And Kobe Bryant did play for the Los Angeles Lakers. Sorry, Justin, if I brought that up. But Ashley, sorry, not sorry. But
you do know Lewis is actually a Celtics fan also.
Sorry, not sorry for you. But I had a blast here tonight talking about John Cena one last time. John Cena, go enjoy retirement. You deserve it. Go enjoy with being with your family, your friends, and your wife. I had a blast tonight. I want to thank all of you guys for allowing me to be on, and I can't wait for tomorrow with SmackDown, and also watching Saturday night's main event live this Saturday on Peacock. Is going to be an emotional night, but one last time, thank you, Cena, for the memories, and we will always cherish them forever. Always say yeah to NoDQ.com, and always be positive in the world. Think positive instead of the negatives. Have God on your side, and always cherish the good days with the bad days. So thank you, everybody, and let's go enjoy Cena's retirement match on Saturday.
It's always good, man. It's always good. This is Rotz Report, actually 10th episode. We've been doing this now for 10 weeks. So that's crazy. Even though life got in the way, we missed out a couple of weeks. 10 episodes already of the Rotz Report. It's a really, really good start. So look forward to so many more. And Lewis, where can people find you, sir?
Yep. So I'm one of the admins on the Forever Boston Sports page on Facebook, because obviously I'm a Celtics and New England Patriots fan. But
Terrible.
But hey, not terrible. But yeah, anyways, it's been a pleasure being on here tonight, lads. And I just want to say as well, to anyone that's struggling with mental health out there, anywhere, worldwide, use John Cena's motto: never give up. This is what it's all about. Never give up. Hustle, loyalty, respect. Those are the words we should all live by. And John Cena is that perfect example. So, yeah, thank you very much for having me on, guys. I appreciate it. A lot of love. And thank you, Cena.
You can't see me.
It's great to have you on. We'll be back next week. We got a special episode tomorrow, a John Cena episode. We got a special episode on Sunday. So there's a lot of content coming out from the Wrestling Pedigree by me and Ross and Steve. So keep updated on our Facebook page, Wrestling Pedigree. Keep updated on our Instagram and YouTube on Wrestling Pedigree 92. We're on TikTok, Wrestling Pedigree. We're very popular on there. So with that, we're going to end this show with a small tribute to John Cena. We'll see you guys next week for another episode of the Rotz Report. Have a great weekend and enjoy professional wrestling.
From the gym to the bright lights, you answered every call. Hustle, loyalty, respect, you gave your heart and all. You can't see me, a wave, a gesture, a sign of fight. You stood when many faltered, you lit the dark with your light. A true champion is not judged by how hard he hits, but by how hard he can get hit and keep moving forward. You carried that weight, you faced the storm and soared.
The time is now. The last bell rings tonight. The champ is here, shining under the final spotlight.
Never give up, you said. You lived through each round in your farewell match. Your legacy's found.
The time is now. The last bell rings tonight. You're the man who fought your legs to the hide.
Hustle, loyalty, respect you brought. John Cena, your fight was more than the title you sought. Been on the road, been in the ring, been pushed beyond the seam. You can't see me echo while you chase the dream. Success is the result of hard work, determination, and sacrifice. You lived that creed, you paid the price. You said, we're all fighting a ticking clock, and mine is fewer seconds than most other people. Now the seconds fade, and we feel the ripple of your steeple. Be loyal to those who are loyal to you, and respect everyone, even your enemies and competition. You raised the torch, you passed it on, your mission.
The time is now. The last bell rings tonight. The champ is here, shining under the final spotlight.
Never give up, you said. You lived through each round in your farewell match. Your legacy's found.
The time is now. The last bell rings tonight. You're the man who fed the lost to the high.
Hustle, loyalty, respect you brought. John Cena, your fight was more than the title you sought. You don't play a character, it's totally just an extension of myself. You gave us truth beneath the wrestling shelf. I'm fine with being beat up and pushed around, you said, but through every bruise you stood, you bled. And now the curtain calls, the lights will fade, but the man who stood will never be unmade.
The time is now.
That time is
The last bell rings again, shining under the final spotlight.
never give up. You said you lived through each round in your farewell match. Your legacy's found.
The time is now.
win. Every fight, every night.
The time is now.